Have you ever noticed how some people slowly create distance? At first, everything seems normal. Conversations flow easily. There's warmth, interest, connection. But over time, something changes. Replies become shorter. Conversations feel different. The energy fades. Eventually, you realize something strange. They didn't disappear suddenly. They slowly stepped away. Why does this happen? Many people assume distance means rejection. But psychologically, it's often something else entirely. For many people, distance is not about dislike. It's about protection. Emotional closeness requires vulnerability. And vulnerability can feel dangerous for people who have learned to associate intimacy with pain. When someone gets too close emotionally, their mind starts scanning for potential threats. What if I get hurt? What if I disappoint them? What if this doesn't last? Instead of confronting these fears directly, the mind chooses a simpler strategy. Create distance. This pattern is especially common in people who have experienced emotional disappointment in the past. When someone has been hurt deeply before, their brain learns something important. Connection can lead to pain. So even when they meet someone good, their nervous system remains cautious. Not consciously, but instinctively. Distance can also appear when someone feels overwhelmed. Sometimes relationships move faster emotionally than someone is ready for. The other person may feel deeply, but they may not yet feel safe expressing that depth. So they slow things down. Not by explaining, but by pulling away slightly. Another reason people distance themselves is internal struggle. Not everyone shares what they're going through. Someone might be dealing with stress, uncertainty, or emotional conflict. Instead of explaining everything, they simply reduce their interaction. From the outside, it looks like disinterest. From the inside, it may be confusion. There is also an uncomfortable truth. Some people distance themselves when they feel expectations forming. When a relationship begins to feel serious, some individuals experience pressure. Pressure to perform. Pressure to commit. Pressure to meet emotional needs. For someone who values independence strongly, that pressure can trigger withdrawal. Now, here's something important to remember. Distance doesn't always mean the relationship is over, but it often reveals something about emotional readiness. Healthy relationships require emotional availability from both sides. If one person constantly withdraws instead of communicating, the connection struggles to grow. Sometimes the healthiest response to distance is not chasing. It's observing. Watch pattern. Do they return when things calm down? Or do they continue creating space? Patterns reveal intentions better than explanations. Understanding distance requires empathy. But empathy does not mean ignoring your own needs. You're allowed to want clarity. You're allowed to want consistency. And you're allowed to step back if someone repeatedly creates emotional distance. Connection works best when both people move toward each other. Not when one person constantly tries to close the gap alone. If this video resonated with you, remember this. Distance is often less about you and more about the other person's relationship with vulnerability. And understanding that difference can save you a lot of unnecessary self-doubt. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.